Hey folks, let's take a look at Battlefleet Gothic Armada. So it is a work in progress, so we're just taking a look at the beta version right now. I'm super excited for the actual release because I really want to get a solid feel for the game and how it is. So far, it's been fun. I've been enjoying it, and the beta is very similar to maybe a demo from back in the day, if anything, but it is a lot of fun, I have to say. So taking a look at it, you've got the ability to go through a campaign. It's only a few missions long. The entire campaign, of course, is going to be released upon full release. You don't have any way of saving or loading anything at this time. You don't have any way of creating any custom games or hooking up with friends. But you do have the ability to do solo skirmish missions, and that would be basically as Imperial or Chaos. There is going to be Orcs and Eldar Corsairs when the actual full release does happen. And each faction has their own abilities and unique traits incorporated into them, which is kind of neat. So the Imperial are more tanky, the Chaos are really a little bit longer range, a bit faster ships, and so on. So I've only played a little bit when it comes to the solo skirmish, because as you play the game, your admiral and captains rank up and you get various different abilities. So my primary focus has been on multiplayer. So in multiplayer, let's take a look at the fleet. So you go in, and I went under Imperial, so you can actually go in and create an admiral. My admiral's only level 4, I've only played a little bit. So you select that, and let's take a look at what happens here. So what happens is you first start off with a light cruiser and some various different escort ships that you can add in when a game begins. So this screen here will show your rank at the very top. Renown is basically the currency. You can change the color of your fleet, which is kind of cool, but that's not available in this right now. Right now there's only 1 versus 1. There's various different types of scenarios, which is kind of neat. You can go in and just try and kill each other. You can go in and escort a group of ships from one side of the map to the other. You can protect your flagship. There's missions where you have to protect bases, and then of course on the flip side, you destroy the bases, or you have to destroy the flagship, or you have to destroy the convoy, and so on, which is really neat. I like how there is a progression and you can actually make ships a little bit unique. So let's take a look at, let's say, the escorts. So you can click on the escorts. You don't have much in the way of really altering the ships other than adding a few upgrades here and there. Now, the big thing is, when it comes to playing the game, is the escort ships are kind of like just your little throwaway kind of ships, and they'll fill in those extra points and add that much more extra firepower, and there'll be that extra target that people can basically target instead of your larger ships, which is kind of nice. They're kind of meat shieldy, if anything, until of course people figure out to just ignore the escorts. Then then things hurt. Your light cruisers is basically where you start off, and some of the various different cruisers that you're going to have access to will have torpedoes, they'll have lances, and things like that. As you progress and gain renown and gain levels, you can add on various different upgrades for your engines, your generators, your decks, things like for your decks, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. You can increase your detection range. You can, let's see here, ship can continue to use special orders even when the deck is destroyed. You've got hull upgrades and weaponry upgrades. Skills are really neat. So you've got defensive skill, damage skill, control skills, so you can actually stop the different units. Supports, where you can heal friendly units. Recon, it basically gives you that ability to detect enemy ships and determine and actually identify what they are. And then of course maneuvers, increasing giving you stuff like little quick jumps, quick warp jumps from one spot to another. You have favors, which are kind of neat, but I haven't really looked into these too much. And your crew. So as your crew As your admiral and captain level up, your crew can become more proficient. You've got the commissar, which makes sure that if it's not your flagship, the rest of your ships continue to perform. There's certain times when your ships may not necessarily follow orders, so the commissar will help out with that. Your navigator, of course, it increases, let's see here, reduces duration of the loss, the loss and warp, state 1 per turn. And you've got stuff like your tech priest, they'll improve efficiency of emergency repair. You've got your master gunner, so that improves your critical chances, which is really nice. I love anything that increases your critical. You've got your rating, it basically improves troop value of the ship. And you've got your servitors, which is another one. So my two favorite, of course, are the master gunner and the servitor right now, just because it gets your cooldowns increased, or reduces cooldown times, I should say. Each ship has their own like individual looking little captain, little artwork down there, and their own different name for the most part, except these two are the exact same name. Then you've got, as you progress, you can choose additional slots, and you can actually start getting into cruisers. So your larger cruisers, a lot of them have to do with torpedoes and some other special abilities too, which are kind of neat. But so that's pretty much just the basic rundown of the ships. Jumping into a match, just a matter of clicking search, and bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. So very similar to Battlefleet Gothic in its own right. You actually have a certain amount of points, which you start off with, and you build your fleet around that. And you have your mission. So this one is Cruiser Clash. I think we're just fighting it out. So I have 400 points. I have bonus renown points. Now, if I don't use all of my points, I get a bonus. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to add these guys over here for fun. Oh my gosh, 400 points. It's so big. And we're ready to go. So I've marked myself ready. The other guy, we're just waiting. And then we have another minute and 30 to kind of just burn some time until we wait till the other guy's ready. What can I say? As much as the larger ships are really cool, what I've been finding is the smaller ships, the light cruisers for their own, is a little bit more, I guess, MSU like. So multiple small units. I really like that. I've never really been 100% on micromanagement, but this game has definitely been one where I've been enjoying it a lot. Now, there are, again, it is work in progress, so there are certain things that aren't working. So like selecting a group, which is a bit of a challenge, especially when it comes to micromanagement games, like being able to select a group, hit control 1 for that group, like it doesn't work right now. So that's really a bit on the frustrating side. So what you can do is you've got your deployment zone on each side. So here we've got our deployment area. We're going to toss these guys down, and you can put them anywhere you want, depending on the mission that you're fighting against. Might basically determine where you're going to be putting your stuff. You might spread them out, you might consolidate them. In this group, we're just going to consolidate. When we do select an entire group, or if you select an individual ship, you've got various different options like firing arcs for them to concentrate on, distances for them to concentrate on when attacking, and then concentrating on preferred firing arcs. You also have all of your different abilities, your ship status, and when it comes to special maneuvers, you've got options here.
At your command.
Good luck, have fun.
Awaiting orders.
So let's see how this goes. I think he's doing the same thing. He's got 5 ships, 7 ships. Ooh.
Orders received.
Should be interesting. 7 ships to destroy. So it'll either go really, really, really well or really, really, really bad. So he probably has like 1 or 2 of these light escorts and a bunch of smaller ships. But we will take a look. So what's really cool is you've got different nebula, although I haven't really found them being 100% useful yet, because what you can do is you can actually hide ships in there, but I haven't found an opportunity to do that. You've got asteroid fields, which of course is going to wreak havoc on your ship.
Ship ready.
Move them over here. Various different things you can do for your ships. You've got your smaller ones, your escorts, so they've got standard abilities.
Yes, Admiral.
And then your larger ships have some more complex ones. You can repair your ships, you can give them various different orders, like running silent, which I haven't used too much, but I could definitely see working. Bracing for impact, so helps out your armor. Locking on increases things like accuracy, and then you've got your reload, which actually helps your cooldown times. Now you have stuff like lightning strike, which, let's see here, I don't use this one too. Let me get these guys moving.
Your orders?
I don't want them stopping yet.
Setting course.
Right, what does lightning strike do? I've used it a few times, I've never actually read it. Teleports and lead team. Okay, so basically disables like subsystems type thing. And then boarding action, of course. This one here, chance to deal critical damages to target ships, depending on troop levels. So then, of course, any of the special abilities that you purchase will appear down here. You also have the ability to warp out when your ships are having a little bit of a struggle, basically.
At your command.
Oh.
Course plotted.
Alright, so what we'll do is I'm going to actually pull these guys back for a second.
Changing course.
Going to go through there. We're going to loop around.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
I think. I don't trust him.
Engines hot.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this big ship here. I'll bring this large ship here.
Course plotted.
And this large ship here.
Ship ready.
Alright guys, everybody
Yes,
over here.
Admiral. Understood.
There we go, we destroyed some of his ships before we even saw them. Awesome.
For the Emperor.
Awesome, we're ripping this guy apart. So, I've dropped some special abilities which pretty much just, we're very similar to like bombs. Let's see if we can't wreck these guys. Come on, come on, come on. Move in, move in.
Reloading.
That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay. Come on guys, focus on this one. Again, this would be so much easier if I could properly micromanage, but not so much.
Course plotted.
You're doing okay. I want you to speed up. You can do this guy some harm.
Awaiting orders.
Let's see if we can't get some accuracy going here. Focus on this fellow. See if we can kill him. Controls aren't bad, just a matter of getting the groupings done. And once that's done, I think this will move a lot smoother. So just moving the ships around. Let's see if we can't bring them up over here. Finish off these last few escorts. Let's repair this guy.
Initiate emergency repairs.
Hey, everybody back over here. Come on, come on, come on. This guy, let's repair him.
Initiate emergency repairs. Acquiring new vector.
Okay.
Changing course.
Okay, so let's do this.
Your orders.
Do this.
Yes, Admiral.
Everybody stop.
Yes, Admiral. Ship ready. We are the Imperial Navy.
Okay. I think we're giving this guy a bit of a headache. Alright, let's go guys. Maneuver, 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 maneuver.
Targeting enemy
Focus
vessel.
on this fellow. It's got fire on board.
At your command.
Can't mess this guy up here. It's not letting me, so we'll shoot him up. Repair.
Teams, begin repairs now.
Okay, he's doing okay. And we'll mess this guy up here. You can actually target subsystems. Let's see if we can get his engine so he doesn't escape like his other guy did. I didn't notice that the other guy escaped. Shoot.
Setting course. Engines to maximum.
So you can do different things like hard turns, your standard going forward, and then you can go all out. And there we go, last one destroyed. So one of the foul traitors escaped. And it's victory to us. Okay. That was nice. So overall, I'm really enjoying the game. As soon as I get a few of the little kind of bugs sorted out, I think I'll be very happy. And as soon as we get the Elder, I'm going to be ecstatic. I think Orcs will be a lot of fun to play too. So here's a total renown earned. So this ship here is heavily damaged, so I'm going to have to repair it later. And the other ones, no real leveled up on anything, but yeah, that's that. So, hope you guys kind of enjoyed that little bit there, and it was a little fun. So, just to give you guys a little idea of what you can do with the renown, with that all up there, you can actually go down and add like upgrades to, just add some upgrades to this ship, for example, and go to upgrades and toss some things on. So, overall, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of enjoyment out of it. I can't wait to play against some of my friends though, because right now it's just against random people. So we shall see. So with that said, I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.